Hey guys, this is a demo video for project number 2, and this is the first screenshot. We first create a folder named system code test in the kernel folder Linux-4.19.148, and inside it we create a folder named echo test. In this folder echo test, we create two files. One is echo test.c. The other one is Makefile. And in echo test file is just a file that we define our system code. The first one is to print a hello world message, and the second one is print my student ID. And in the Makefile, this now means that we can compile echo test into our kernel. After creating those two files, we need to go to another Makefile in the folder Linux-4.19.148, and we search this line, and we append system code tests, echo tests at the end of it. By doing this, the kernel can compile the content in this route we just append. And after that, we add 548 and 549, which is the two system codes we just create at this file syscode-64 in this route. By doing this, we append the new syscodes that we create to the kernel. After that, we go to the file syscodes.h in this route and find the last line, and we add these two comment in the last line of it. And after doing this, all of the procedure is done, and we can compile kernel and reboot so that the new syscodes will be created and will be appended to the kernel. Now we have already compiled the kernel and reboot the computer. Then we want to use a C program to test our new system codes. And this is the content of our C programs. It's just my student ID is sys12207, and use this to command to test it. And here you can see the message is print in the kernel rim buffer, and first one is the hello world message, and the second one print my student ID. Now we want to create our own system codes. Here we create 4 different types of system codes. The first one is to return the values that we transmit into it. We transmit 3 parameters. The first one is our student ID, and there are more 2 integers. And here is 3 is because we transmit 1, 2, 3 parameters into it. And the second one is to implement addition operation, and we transmit 4 parameters, and the first, second, and third one is the same, and the fourth one is a long pointer, which is pointing the address of our calculation results. And after the calculation, we need to transmit it back to the user space. So we use the copy to user function to return the calculation value to the user space. And the third one is basically similar as the addition, is to implement multiplication operation. So basically it's the same. And the last one is to show the size of different data types. As you can see, here are many different data types. And notice that the return type of size of function is size-t. which the corresponding format of is %cu. And if there is no problem, each system code will return 0. Similar as screenshot 1 to screenshot 4. Now we want to append our system codes that we just create into the kernel. And here we create a folder named numerical test in the kernel folder and inside the system code test, and create a file and make a file. And here add this line to make sure that we can compile numerical test into kernel. Then go into the makefile in the kernel folder and search this line, and we append system code tests numerical test at the end of it. Then we get into the file syscall-64.tbl in this root, and we append 515 to 515.3, these 4 system codes we just create at the end of it. Then we get into the file syscalls.h in this root, and similar as screenshot 4, we append these 4 commands at the end of this file before the hashtag #NF. And after doing all these procedures, we can compile our kernel and reboot, and so that the new system codes we just created will be appended to the kernel. After rebooting the computer, we use this C program named syscalls numerical.c to test our new system codes. Basically, it's similar to the example code teacher gives us, but to transmit the parameters when we are implement these programs, we use in this char start to store the numbers we want to test, and after that we transfer it into integer data types, and we can use it to test these system codes. After compile and run a program, for example, we can run a program with a equals to 10 billions and b equals to 1111111. And here is our a equals to negative 1234, b equals to 2000, and this one is a equals to 0, b equals to 100. And here you can see the results in the user space. And here is the result of each test in the kernel buffer. After reaching these steps, we have created our own system codes, and we check that it can be used correctly. So here is all of the content of our project 2. Thank you for your watching.